Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Buffalo's offense will get the first possession of the game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bulls are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push.
There he goes. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Buffalo. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the tight end outside. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Witherspoon.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Finds his man. It's Witherspoon. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some move.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's caught downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. Fires on the run. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, they're after him. Looking for a big gain. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.